Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Hailianna Grace, and today I will be guiding you through a full body vinyasa flow where we will be doing some balancing poses and working out our arms a little bit just to create a nice, well-rounded flow. You will not need any props for this class, so whenever you're ready, come and meet me on your mat. So whenever you're ready, come down onto your mat, crossing your legs, coming into a comfortable seat. And just to start to ground in here, you can take your crown of head and align it over your tailbone. Maybe softening the gaze here. Throughout this practice, we will be breathing in and out through our nose, so you can start to transition to that breath if you aren't already naturally there. Just working to expand the breath. And if you'd like, you can take one palm to your heart and the other to your belly. And you can even close the eyes here if that's comfortable for you. Dipping the chin softly. Starting to tune inwards and begin to expand our breath. And my words for you today that you can ponder on while you flow are: it's okay if things don't always go to plan. The perfect image you had in your head, if things just don't go that way in any aspect of your life right now, things don't always go to plan, and that's okay. That's one of the things I love about this practice. It has really taught me to take things as they come and handle them with a bit more grace. And I like to believe that there is a reason when things go a different way. So right now, feel your breath as you inhale. Your belly expand and your chest rises. Feel how the earth is holding you. And with this intention for today, allow yourself to soften in your body and relax. Feel yourself become more grounded. Being in this moment as it is. And as you're ready, you can start to blink the eyes open, coming back into the room. And you can come onto your mat, coming into an all-fours position. Shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. Untucking the toes, press the tops of your feet into your mat. And we'll inhale, drop our belly, gaze forward. Coming into our cow pose, really opening across the chest, letting our collarbones move back in space. And on your out breath, round through the spine, dip your chin into your chest, press the mat away from you through your fingertips, and press into the tops of your feet. Inhale, coming back into that cow pose. And on your out breath, coming into that cat pose. We'll do that 2 more times. Inhale, broadening across the chest. And exhale, rounding. You can do this rocking motion as you're in the poses. Last one here. And on your next in-breath, come to a neutral spine. We're going to do thread the needle pose, so we'll inhale our right arm high to the sky. Maybe gaze up if it doesn't hurt your neck. And on the exhale, we'll bring that right palm through the spot between our left thigh and left forearm, letting the right shoulder come down onto the mat. Try and align your hips over your knees, even in this pose. Let your right ear rest on the mat. And if it feels good, you can take this left palm around over your back, coming to maybe reach for that thigh crease on the right. Not forgetting your breath here, getting this nice twist in your upper body. As you're ready, bring the left palm onto the mat if it isn't already and press into it to lift yourself up. Lifting your right arm high to the sky once more, gaze up. Maybe your upper back feels a little more open. And exhale, right palm comes down. We can do a flow of cat-cow here, opening across the chest, belly drops. Exhale, rounding. And on your in-breath, come to a neutral spine. We're going to set up for a side plank, a supported one, keeping our right knee where it is. The right foot might shift over to your right, and if that happens, that's totally okay. Wherever it ends up, that's fine. Extend the left leg out, strong and straight, coming onto the outer edge of the left foot. Press into that outer edge and inhale the left arm high to the sky. You're stacking your shoulders over your right wrist here and gazing up if it feels good for you. An option to go a little bit further, this can be a little bit more of a workout if you like, coming down onto our right forearm, setting it up so our right forearm is parallel with the top of our mat. Extend the left leg out and the right leg together, coming onto the outer edge of that right foot. Press into the feet to lift your hips up and inhale that left arm high to the sky. And I actually don't find it to be comfortable to gaze up at the hand in this pose. It feels a little intense. So you can just gaze neutral in front of you, just pressing into the feet to lift your hips higher. Don't forget your breath. And as you're ready, let your hips come down if you are on that forearm plank and come back into your cat-cow from wherever you are. Flowing once more. And now we'll do our thread the needle on the other side. Inhale the left arm high to the sky, gaze up. Might feel a little tighter than the other arm. And exhale, thread the needle, coming onto your left shoulder. Left ear to the mat. Try to align those hips right above your knees, even in this pose. And if you did it on the other side, maybe you reach your right arm back, reaching for that left hip crease. And just taking some deep breaths here. Inhale, bring that right palm back onto the mat if it was lifted. Press into the palm and lift that left arm high to the sky. Might feel a little bit more open, just noticing. And exhale, that left arm comes back down onto the mat. Flow through your cat-cow again. Just really making sure our spine is nice and flexible today. Really stretching it out, warming it up. Coming back to a neutral spine, we'll set up for our side plank on the left side. So coming into that supported, extending your right foot out long and straight, pressing into the outer edge of the right foot. Left arm comes up high to the sky. And you can stay here, or if you did it on the other side, you can come down, bringing the left arm parallel to the top of the mat, left shoulder over left elbow. Extend both legs out, press into the feet, right arm high to the sky, lift the hips as much as you can. Squeezing in the tummy, breathing even here. You got this. This pose is so good for our abdominals to be strengthened, so we can perform nice safe back bends, and this is also so good for our shoulders. And on your next out breath, come back into that tabletop all fours position. And we are going to take our first vinyasa of the day, extending the arms out a little bit more, the palms forward, coming into our plank pose on our hands. And you can come down onto the mat however you'd like, lowering down completely. Untucking the toes. Press the tops of the feet into the mat so hard that your kneecaps are lifting. And we'll do a few cobras here, still pressing into our feet. Inhale your heart and hands up off the mat. Exhale, lower. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, release. Last one, inhale up, press into those feet. Hold and release. And we'll do a bit of a fun pose here that I really enjoy. You're going to bring your forearm, just like in that side plank, your right forearm to be parallel with the top of your mat. Bend in the left knee so you can look back at that left foot, and you're going to grab onto it with the left palm, and you're going to press your foot down towards the mat. I'm very flexible in this pose, but if you are up here, that is totally fine. Just feeling a nice stretch. Stretching the front of our thighs here. Gotta catch my breath after those planks. Those things are like hard. Just trying to expand your breath here. And inhale, release. Set up your left forearm now. Bending in the right leg. Grabbing hold with your right hand. And stretching the foot down. Taking a few breaths here. And if you'd like, you can do the full version, coming to rest on one of your ears, and you can grab a hold of both feet and press both of them down. Just trying this in both sides at the same time, if it feels good for you. And as you're ready, release. Palms under the shoulders, spread wide through the fingertips, curl the back toes under, and we'll press ourselves up into our first down dog of the day. Pedaling out the knees a little bit here. Really setting ourselves up nice and strong in this down dog. Press into the knuckles of the hands. Hips are curling up like you're in that cow pose. And keep the knees bent as much as you need to so your back is nice and long. Biceps in line with the ears. Warming up our hamstrings now. And we'll inhale, come to stillness, and bring that right leg up and back, 3-leg dog. Keep the hips nice and squared here. Keep that right foot fully flexed through all four corners. Toes are pointing down towards the mat. Maybe lift the leg a little bit higher now. And on your exhale, you're going to bend the knee, really squeeze in this plank, really coming forward, squeezing the leg up and in as much as you can so it's not touching the mat. And as you're ready, step or carry the right foot to the spot between your hands. Come onto the side of that left foot, pressing into the outer edge. Right heel is bisecting the left arch. Right knee over right ankle. Inhale, coming up into our warrior two, Virabhadrasana 2. Heart is over your tailbone. And you can gaze over the right fingertips, maybe bending that front knee a little deeper. Taking nice, full, expansive breaths. And we'll bring our hands behind our back, clasping the fingers, making a fist, squeezing the palms towards one another. Reach down, doing a bit of a back bend here. And we're going to do our humble warrior, folding forward, not letting our weight come down onto that right thigh. Really just folding down the middle as much as you can. Keeping a nice bend in the front knee. Lifting the arms up behind you, but not letting the shoulders collapse down the ears. Keeping them back. Lifting them up. And as you're ready, exhale, lower the arms down. We're going to set up for our half moon pose. I'm going to just adjust right here. And you're going to set your right fingertips about a hand's distance or a foot's distance in front of the right foot. You're going to kick up into this half moon pose, opening the hip out so the left toes are facing your right, or your left, sorry. Lift the left arm high to the sky. Coming into this half moon pose. Find a spot on the earth that isn't moving that you can stare at. If you're a little wobbly, that's okay. And as you're ready, you can come down or take a bit of a bind before we do, bending in that left leg, reaching for the toes, for the foot, coming into this half moon bind. And as you're ready, coming down, bend in the front knee. Hands frame the front foot. Step it back, take a vinyasa or child's pose, chaturanga, upward facing dog. And we can all meet in down dog in a few breaths. And you might notice your right leg feels a little different than your left. And once we all come into down dog, we'll inhale the left leg straight up and back, keeping the hips squared. Both shoulders are level. Flexing in the left foot, toes point down to the mat. Lift the leg a little higher. And exhale, squeeze that left knee in, coming into plank. Really squeezing it up and in. And on your out breath, step or carry the left foot to the spot between your hands, setting up for our warrior two on the other side. Make sure that left heel is pointing at the middle of your right arch. And we'll inhale, left knee over left ankle, warrior two. Take a nice deep breath here. Gaze over the left fingertips. Heart is above our tailbone. Bend in that knee a little deeper maybe. And we'll clasp our hands the opposite way. Other thumb comes on top, squeezing the palms towards one another. Reach the palms down, opening the heart. Coming into our humble warrior now, folding, not letting our weight fall onto that left thigh, bending the knee a little more. Few deep breaths. And on the out breath, let the arms come down. Place the left fingertips in front of the foot. As you're ready, kicking up into your half moon. Flexing the right foot. Staying strong, finding your balance, find that spot on the earth that isn't moving, that you can stare at. You can focus on it. And if things don't go to plan and you fall, brush it off and try again. If you'd like, you can take that bind like you did on the other side, grabbing onto the right foot. And as you're ready, coming down, bend in the left knee, hands frame the foot. Vinyasa, child's pose, whatever your body is needing today. And as you're ready, we'll come down onto our seats. Starting to ground down and slow our breath down. Bring your soles of the feet onto the mat, setting them up to be hips width apart, and we're going to come into reverse tabletop pose. So setting your fingertips to face the front of your mat. And as you're ready, pressing into both feet, pressing into your palms. Lift your hips up and adjust yourself as you need to. And for some, releasing the neck here can feel really rewarding. So if you'd like, you can do that. Pressing into the feet. Squeezing through your core, keeping those knees towards one another. And exhale, lower your hips down. And we'll set ourselves up for a wide-legged forward fold. Bring the legs out wide as much as is comfortable for you. Flexing the feet so they're facing the sky. And as you're ready, start to walk your hands forward. Coming into a forward fold. Adjusting as you need to. Maybe you're bringing your legs closer together, maybe a little further apart. Just starting to truly catch our breath here and slow down. And on your next inhale, come up to sit up tall. Bring the legs together. And then start to set yourself up for your Shavasana pose, coming down onto your backs. Gliding the shoulders down the back. Just adjusting yourself. And maybe you take a happy baby here. Grabbing onto the ankles, the feet, or using your 2-piece fingers to grab your big toes. Pressing your elbows into your inner knees. Widening the legs out. Grounding your low back into the earth. And maybe gently rocking side to side a little bit, giving your back a massage. And as you're ready, giving yourself a gentle hug. You can start to extend one leg and then the other, letting the feet fall away from one another. Palms can face up. You can close the eyes, softening your body in every place, including your face, the spot between your brow, your jaw, your eyes. And we'll be staying in this Shavasana for 10 full breaths. As you're ready, start to wiggle your fingers and toes, inviting movement back into your body. And you can shift your weight onto your right side, keeping your eyes closed, using your right forearm as a pillow. As you're ready, using your arms, press yourself up. Coming into a seat, bringing your palms to touch at heart center. Dipping your chin. And you can start to blink the eyes open. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. From my heart to yours, namaste.